you to go ahead and picture that right for me now. Now, whatever you've got in your head right this second, I promise you, I'm about to top it. Okay, so let's just start off by saying that this is one of the coolest bottle designs I think I've ever seen in my life. So, when I saw this on Fragrantica as a new release, I almost flipped my lid. And I got in contact with the company, Map of the Heart, and I asked if I could review one of their fragrances. They said that I could pick whatever fragrance I wanted, and they would also send me a sample back. Now, that was 8 months ago. Yes, I know. That was very bad of me. So, but in that time, I have managed to wear this throughout many different seasons and think a lot about it. So, I've decided this is quite a big moment for me. This is the first ever time that I reviewed a fragrance that has been sent to me for free. So I want to give a shout out to the people at Map of the Heart. However, what you must know is that because I got something for free, it will not change anything about my final thoughts. So that's there. So let's kick off with presentation, which is the easiest 5 out of 5 I have ever given to any fragrance. For goodness sake, it's a heart. What more could you possibly want? It's a bit creepy, it's a bit unusual, but then again, some people could say the same about me. So I absolutely love it. I love the attention to detail. One of the most impressive, and you went and actually made a fragrance that looked like a heart. That's some pretty ballsy stuff to do. So fair enough, good for you. I love it. However, it is the scent that counts. So I'm going to start off by saying this. When I do this, when I speak to people, when I do a free review or a review that's specifically been sent to me, I'm more talking to, instead of just the viewer, which is you, I feel as though I am having a dialogue, an open dialogue with the company that has sent it to me. So, straight off the bat, I'm not very fond of this fragrance, but there's a couple of things with that. I really, really loved Yellow Map of the Heart, which was sent in the sample pack. That blew my socks off, and I don't have it on show today because I used all of it up, which is a good sign. I loved that, and that made me understand this fragrance a lot more. So what we are dealing with here is a company that is truly down my street because they are trying to create original forms of art in fragrance. And this is a fragrance of 2 scents. The first is this burnt log fire, incensey, smoky, enigmatic, mysterious fragrance that is very natural, very bold, very brave, which I truly love. However, there is something in here that is truly, truly medicinal. And I mean that in the highest regard, as in, when I smell it, it actually reminds me of the vets that I would sometimes go to when I was a child growing up. It also has a pharmacy smell, a hospital smell. It has a truly an atmosphere of medicine. Now, I don't know whether this was the intention or if it wasn't, but either way, it does not work, and it truly, truly puts me off this fragrance in a big, big way. However, I've worn this throughout the 8 months and in winter, and there was something that kept me kind of holding on a little bit. with that dark, kind of smoky, mysterious, atmospheric smell that made me think this company is serious. This is a company that is truly wanting to push the boundaries and make something unique, and something that will, even in a time where fragrance is the most abundant that it is, you're trying to stand out, and I can really, really appreciate that. But that medicinal smell is too much. It is really, really off-putting. When I smell that, the thing that should be coming to mind sometimes is I'm in a darkened forest, and there's like a group of tents, and we've just had a bonfire or something, and we're telling ghost stories. That's what I should be getting, and sometimes I do get that. But then in other instances, I'm taking my first pet, Kevin, to the vet to get a vaccination. All right, and that's the real problem. So I'm going to be a little bit harsh, but I feel as though, with that kind of connotation, that's how it is. I'm going to give the scent a 2 out of 5. But bear with me on that. Projection is phenomenal. 4 out of 5 easily. It blasts out. It projects. Sometimes sometimes I feel as though it could go to a 5 out of 5. There is real. It's a real doozy. It's a real doozy, and I like that. Longevity, again, cannot complain. 12 hours plus. I'm going to give that one a 5 out of 5, most definitely. So here's the deal with this thing. I really appreciate you sending me this. You didn't have to. I'm not one of the biggest fragrance reviewers as far as subscribers go, so thank you for sending me this and being very courteous. So what I would like to do is buy from the company Map of the Heart, Yellow Map of the Heart, because that thing is headed straight for a 5 out of 5 review. Absolutely phenomenal. And the other samples that you sent were very promising as well. It's just unfortunate that I picked this one as the full bottle, because the notes looked very interesting. A lot of incense, a lot of woods, which I'm quite a huge fan of. So this one specifically, as a fragrance, I'm going to give the medicinal thing that is too much, and it becomes unenjoyable to wear. So I'm going to give this overall as a fragrance 2 out of 5, but I will be absolutely keeping an eye on this company, and if you are a fragrance lover, this is immediately something that you should look into. This company is absolutely bonkers and experimental and creative, and they're doing things that not a lot of companies are doing. So although I do not like this particular fragrance, I really, really enjoy what the company is trying to do. And that Yellow Map of the Heart, as soon as I get that, I will do testing and everything. As soon as I buy it, I want to buy it off of you. I will be testing it, and I am pretty certain it's going to be getting a 5 out of 5. So that's how I feel about that. Anyway, really interesting company. If you are a big fragrance nerd, such as myself, this is something we've all got to start following immediately. I'm in love with the premise. So I hope you got the information that you wanted, and you found something potentially new right here with this. And until next time, I'm the Fragrance Apprentice, and I'm out.